Hello dear all. So in this lecture we discuss to form totality of symptoms. So how characteristic symptoms are determined from group of symptoms in a patient, and these characteristic symptoms are building the totality of symptoms for the selection of simillimum. So let's see how to determine a symptom its characteristics. So how a symptom is recognized as a characteristic symptom. So totality of symptoms is formed, say, by Kane's approach. So we consider mental generals, and physical particulars. Now let's see which are the mental generals, and amongst these mental generals which should stand prominently according to their importance, according to their hierarchy. Let's see which are physical general symptoms and how to give them the grading. So how to grade them according to their importance. And lastly, the physical particulars. Again, let's see how we are giving importance to the components of the physical particular symptoms. So we do analysis and evaluation of mental generals. So first we identify in a case which is a causative emotional modality. So whatever we identify, say elements from grief, elements from bad news, elements from insult, elements from anger, all these are the number one symptoms and they stand highest. So causative emotional modality should be considered first. Second is causative intellectual modality. So it is related to the memory, it is related to the ideas, concepts, so related to the intellect. So if there is a problem in the patient's comprehension, in the memory, then they are standing second in number in order of evaluation. Third is, so we consider after causation, we consider aggravation. So aggravation and then followed by amelioration. So again in aggravating modality, first comes is emotional. So aggravation by in company, aggravation by staying alone, or amelioration in company, or amelioration by staying alone, or any other factor such as aggravation, contradiction, better by consolation. All these are very important symptoms. So after causation comes the aggravating emotional modality and then aggravating intellectual modality, followed by ameliorating emotional modality and then ameliorating intellectual modality. So better by consolation, better in company, better by any other factors. So ameliorating factors to be considered after aggravation. And of course, the first is emotional and second is intellectual. Then comes the mental state. How is patient state or how you describe the patient. So patient is in an agitated mood or irritated mood, or he is fastidious, or he is very punctual. So how you describe the person comes in the mental state, followed by subconscious state of dreams. Now we consider which symptoms amongst the physical generals will be most important. So first comes in the order of evaluation amongst physical generals are the general sensations and general modalities. So general sensation of ball in the stomach or burning in the throat and any other part. So general sensation at general modalities like aggravation son, aggravation fasting, aggravation motion, aggravation wound healing, all these come under general modalities. They are ranked highest in the order of evaluation. Then comes the menstrual history, obstetric history, sexual history, thermal state, and then appetite. So in menstrual history, if there are any complaints before menses or after menses, obstetric history, if any aggravation during pregnancy, during gestation period, any characteristic symptoms or peculiar month of abortion, all these will be coming under obstetric history. Then sexual history. So desire increase, sexual desire increase, decrease, or complaints before after coition, they come under sexual history. Then thermal state of the patient, chilly thermal state or hot thermal state, very important. So it is considered as an eliminating symptom also, because the hot thermal state eliminates chilly remedies and chilly thermal state eliminates hot remedies. And then comes appetite, followed by thirst, cravings, aversions, sweat, then symptoms of stool, urine, or sides of body. And then we do the evaluation of physical particular symptoms. Amongst physical particular symptom, we have to consider the concomitant symptom having the highest value, because it is not having any pathophysiological relationship with the chief complaint. It is simply a symptom of patient, not of disease. So after concomitant, we consider modalities. Amongst modalities, the highest is again causation, followed by aggravation, followed by amelioration. So causation, aggravation, and amelioration. Then sensation, and last is location. So this is the order of evaluation for physical particular symptoms. So in the totality of symptoms, we form mental generals, and physical particular symptoms are considered to form the totality. And now we have studied which symptoms should be evaluated according to hierarchy and which symptoms are ranked highest. And accordingly, we do the evaluation, which helps to form the totality for determination of similimum. How to find characteristic symptoms? So now we proceed further. Patient comes with the number of symptoms. He doesn't tell us that this is my characteristic symptom, this is my common symptom. So physician has to find out first of all which are the symptoms of patient and which are the symptoms of disease. Amongst these, he will find out again which are characteristic symptoms. Now, let me be very clear. The first answer to the question, which are the symptoms of patient? So, of course, the general symptoms like mind and physical general symptoms like his thermal state, perspiration data, his cravings, aversions are the symptoms of patient. So, general symptoms are very near to man according to Dr. Kent. So craving of ice cream. If the person is given ice cream, the broad smile will come on his face. And this is the peculiarity of the patient. So second question, which are the symptoms of disease? So these are the common symptoms. These are the pathognomonic symptoms which point to the disease diagnosis. So amongst this, now we have to find out and label which are the characteristic symptoms. So selection of characteristic symptoms is from totality of symptoms. Now, why it is important? Now we have done the analysis, evaluation, certain rules. Now, these rules we have to correlate with the characteristic symptoms. And so we proceed how a symptom becomes characteristics. So rule number one, by virtue of its intensity. So burning 3 mark, remedies like arsenic, sulfur, phosphorus. So burning 3 mark is a very high intensity. So 3 mark burning found in the remedies like arsenic, sulfur and phosphorus. Second rule, symptom becomes characteristics by virtue of its sides. So right side we have remedies like Lyco, Calicar, Bryonia. Left side remedies like lachesis, phosphorus, apis. So readily we differentiate the remedies and we are able to narrow down the selection of materia medica. Third rule, symptom becomes characteristics by virtue of built constitution. So stocky, robust built the remedy points to calcarea floor. Tall, lean, thin patients remedy points to phosphorus. Fat, fair, flabby, all of you know the constitution of calcarea carb. The fourth rule, symptom becomes characteristics by virtue of pathology. Renal calculi, remedy indicated is Berberis vulgaris. So, menorrhagia, remedy given Eustilago. These are organ remedies. So, the pathology also helpful to find out the remedy. Fifth important rule, symptom becomes characteristics by virtue of location. So peculiar location, pain at the inferior angle of right scapula, remedy is chelidonium. So the importance of location, the location of mucocutaneous junction, anal fissure. So the remedy will point out such as nitric acid. So very important is a location. Sixth rule, the symptom becomes characteristics by virtue of sensation. So crushing pain in the testicles is rhododendron. Stitching pain in chest is bryonia. Splinter-like pains are nitric acid and heparin sulf. Symptom becomes characteristics by virtue of modalities. So importance of modalities. The first important is a causative modality. So it can be at the level of the physical. So it is getting wet in rains, it is rust ox. So asthma better by dancing. So ameliorating modality. And asthma aggravated clear fine weather is causticum. So this is very important aspect. The modalities causative, aggravating and ameliorating point out to the particular remedy. So modalities history should be taken in details in the minute way. Eighth rule is by virtue of concomitant, symptom becomes characteristics. So thirst increased is arsenical, craving for lemonade in fever is belladonna, headache with joint pains. So all these modalities, all these symptoms and their correlation is very important and it directly points out to the remedies. So concomitants very important. They are the symptoms of patient. So in this discussion, we have tried to first of all put up the standard rules of evaluation and how to select the symptom from the case and how to label it as a characteristics, because many a times we don't understand whether the symptom is common or characteristics. All our stalwarts teach us to search characteristic symptoms. So how we can search? So the attempt is done to form certain rules for labeling the symptom as a characteristic symptom. Thank you.